All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rukakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, in grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. This is your fellow servant, Rokoya from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you with another impromptu lesson. And tonight's lesson is going to be entitled Learning to Trust the Spirit, which is a very valuable lesson that each and every one of us that are hopefully elect is learning every day, which is to trust the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Trust that spirit of discernment and that spirit of righteousness, that the Lord has imparted in us here in these latter days, because that spirit, is going to lead to life, everlasting life, Lord willing, word of elect. And the more and more that we trust in the spirit, the more and more that we're delivered, and the more the Lord is allowed to perform miracles and wonders in our lives. And this video was inspired by the elder Damashapat. His recent lesson, I think this was done about 2 days ago now. But it's been on my spirit heavy to bring this out. Actually a couple of lessons that the elder Damashapat has put out, really struck a chord in my spirit. Just going into things that I've been thinking about myself, and I want to get into this lesson that he made, entitled "What If I Hadn't Listened to the Spirit?" And I'm gonna let you hear a little bit of the elder's testimony, as to what led him to make this lesson, and just bring out a couple of precepts, of my own. Lord, when this is edifying and exhorting unto you elect to trust the Spirit, especially more so now than ever. That spirit that the Lord has imparted in us is one that's going to lead to life, man. There's a reason why when we walk around in this valley of the shadow of death, we hear the voice of the Lord in our head. We hear the voice of the Lord saying, don't go that way. Do this. Don't do that. And that voice is getting more and more distinct as the days go by and as we get more refined spiritually. That voice in our spirit is getting more and more distinct. The Lord is starting to really sup more with us. Don't do this. Do this, son. Don't mess with that. That doesn't seem like it's going to be expedient. Hold off on that. Hold off on speaking on that. Hold off on doing this. Do this. Attack that. That voice is getting more and more distinct. And as it gets more and more distinct, we should trust it. I want to start off with this here in Romans, the first chapter, and the 17th verse. It says, "For therein is the righteousness of the Heavenly Father revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith." All right, and as it is written, the just is going to live by faith in these latter days. All right. Life is going to come through faith. Life is going to come through faith. And in these latter days, man, the Lord is increasing our faith. The Lord is increasing our understanding regarding, how to discern different situations. How to speak according to his will. How to move. How to better apply the scriptures in our lives. The Lord is increasing the faith of his elect. Lord willing, we be at that number. Which therefore in turn is it's like it therefore in turn is increasing the life within us, as a result. But I'm gonna read it again. It says, Romans, the first chapter and the 17th verse. "For therein is the righteousness of the Heavenly Father revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith. All right, in these latter days, man, it's important for us to live by the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. You know, what we've been taught and assured of is going to lead to life. Either you believe it or you don't. Because at this point, it's being made clear. Cut, well, how they say, cut dry and clear, cut stone and clear, whatever, however they say it. It's being made crystal clear, man. How the Lord is dealing in the direction that the Lord wants us to go and the way that we should be thinking and walking here in these latter days is being made very clear. So either you believe that we've been given the words and the directions and instructions of life, or you don't, bro. And if you don't, good luck to you. Good luck. But on this side, we don't need luck. Because the faith of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai is going to carry his elect through the finish line. You know, once again, Lord willing, that number. But let me see. I'm gonna play a few minutes of this video. Once again, no disrespect to the elder Damashapat. You know, if I, skip to a certain point, you really should watch this whole lesson. It's really a very solid message in this lesson. You know, so we're gonna get into it, and then I'll grab a couple of precepts, and then we'll end this out. You know, Lord willing, is edifying unto you elect once again. Let me see. Let me turn this off. All right. And there's also a lesson in circumspection as well in this that I want to touch on. But here we go.
On the way, and this is why we gotta be circumspect. And we gotta always listen to the Spirit, man. On the way to take my son back home to Chicago, we came to, you have to stop and get gas. It was like a little bit past the halfway point, going up north, and I had to stop and get gas, and I was cleaning stuff out the car. You got kids, you got snacks, you got we have been traveling, so of course there was stuff in the car. And I was like, man, I told my son, my daughter said I gotta use the bathroom. I told my son, look, take your sister to the bathroom, and stand by the door, which he did. He was, as a matter of fact, he was on his way to the bathroom. Hold on, let me make sure. He was on his way to the bathroom, when the Spirit, I heard click, I felt and I heard the Spirit. I heard the Spirit, I felt it first. I had just sent him away. He had just opened the door and went to the gas station. I heard the Spirit say, roll your windows up, close your roof, and go in there right now.
Hey, and, to speak on that real quick, that's a beautiful example of, trusting the Spirit, because you oftentimes you feel it. Brothers know what it's like when you get that eerie feeling, that feeling that just something ain't right, and the Spirit is telling you to do something, but you don't necessarily act on it. And, things ensue that you could have been prevented if you would have just listened to the Spirit. But like the elder Damashaphat just said, man, the Spirit, came on him, and he felt it first. He felt it. And then ultimately, something told him, hey, close up the car, lock up the car and go inside, and check on your seed, you know.
And so, I mean,
But you gotta listen to that Spirit, man. It's put in it's placed within us for a reason. That Spirit is placed within us, to escape danger, in a sense. That Spirit is placed in us to escape danger, in a sense. because the Lord is constantly guiding us and constantly, leading us in the path of whether we should go. And that spirit is placed in us to be like, hey, don't do that. Or hey, like the elder Demashapat, hey, lock up the car, go inside, you know? And as you listen to the spirit, things are revealed unto you, and sometimes, calamities are prevented. But like it says in Romans the first chapter, the just is gonna live by faith.
It wasn't, it wasn't a long time. My son had just entered the gas station when the spirit said that. I looked up and my son was going with my daughter towards the bathroom. So I listened to the spirit. I said, you know what, yeah. So but I know I felt this uneasy feeling in my spirit, and so I roll the windows up and I, lock the car up and I go into the gas station. I wasn't going to do a lesson on this. I kind of asked one of the brothers, "Hey, I should have. You think? Hey, I told him what happened. I asked him, yeah, brother. Do you think that I should do a lesson on this, brother, or should I just leave it alone?" He was like, "Well, you can always cast a lot on it, but you know, um, you can always cast a lot on it." He was reluctant to say immediately whether I should do it until I was like, "Well, yeah." But I said, if I hadn't listened to the spirit, bro, I don't know what could have happened in this situation. He said, "Well, maybe you should." So I'm doing this lesson. I mean, this testimonial video. So I locked the car up, and I'm headed in the gas station behind my uh behind my daughter, my son and my daughter. So I walk up to the door, and the bathroom is immediately to the right. It was a little ways off because it was a pilot truck stop, and praise God, it was at the front at the front of the store. So I looked at my son, and that same uneasy feeling that I was feeling. It looked like I saw it on his face, and I was like, wait, something ain't right. So I went up to the bathroom stall. I went up to the bathroom stall and I yelled it. I kind of, it was like, the movie theaters, they have the bathroom stalls that don't have doors. It was open. You just walk around a little corner. So I yelled in the bathroom. I said, babe, you all right? And I heard my daughter say, yeah, I'm all right. So I was like, okay, she's all right. He's right here. And I looked at my son, and he had this look on his face like, look, something ain't right. Immediately I asked my son, and this was the spirit that made me ask my son this, because how would I know to ask him this? I asked my son, I said, son, did a man go in the bathroom? He said, yeah. He said, Dad, a man went in that direction of the bathroom. Now going into the ladies' bathroom, where you can see from outside, it was a utility. It was like a utility closet. It was like a closet, like a janitor's closet. It was a janitor's closet in front of the women's bathroom. So and it was I never seen that, a janitor's closet with the door open. The door was open in the janitor's closet, and I could see like the chemicals and stuff. My son said, "Look, Dad, yeah, somebody went past me and went in that direction." But when I stepped back and looked, I thought, well, maybe he's a worker. He's going in that janitor's closet, you know. But I was like, I was like, okay, well, yeah, he probably is in there. You don't think about what the spirit was uneasy on me. So I asked my daughter. I said, "Babe, you okay? I'm right here." And she said, "Yeah, I'm okay." So my daughter washes her hands, comes out the bathroom, and she comes like around the corner fast. So I grab my daughter's hand and I'm walking out of the bathroom, and my daughter whispers to me, "Dad, there was a man in the bathroom." And I turned around and looked, and right behind my daughter, a man comes walking out the bathroom. Before I knew it, I'm cursing. I said, "Motherfucker, what the fuck are you doing in the woman's bathroom?" Before I knew it, I'm cursing because there's a man coming out the bathroom that my daughter was in.
Hey, and this is the times that we living in too. The elder Demashapai is gonna go on to mention it in this video. We living in some very wicked, evil time, like wicked, wicked, evil times, man. And things like this are going to continue to happen. With the water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that spirit was placed upon the elder to check, because a lot of parents out here, they ain't checking. A lot of people out here are void of that spirit of discernment. And ultimately it's because the Lord has a hedge, upon his men, and upon his servants, you know. But this is why it's important to walk in the spirit. This is why it's important to always walk in the spirit and trust the spirit, because things like this are going to happen. But the Lord is going to place the spirit upon us, to move and to act in certain ways to prevent, a calamity upon ourselves or our family members, or upon our loved ones if they're placed upon under your wing in these latter days, man. You know, but just want to get a couple precepts and then I'm gonna close it out. Hey, Shalom, Ak Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, Shalom. This is Ephesians 5:15. It says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil." You know, and the days that we're living in now are very evil, very evil. Like it says in Matthew the 24th chapter, the love of many is wax cold. It's wax cold to the point to where you have men going in women's bathrooms. You have the changing of kind. All manner of profanity. You see what's going on out here. The times are evil, man. So now's more so time than ever to be circumspect. Circumspect wherever you go. You out at the gas station like the elder. You out at Walmart or wherever the fuck you find yourself. Be circumspect, man. Satan's always at work. We get, with that being the point, we gotta always be on point as well. Satan ain't gonna take no breaks, and through the spirit, we not either. As long as the Lord gives us the spirit, we're gonna continue to walk and to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 1. It says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep, as do others, but let us watch and be sober." And the season and the time that we're living in right now is the time of destruction, the time of evil, the time of spiritual, mental, and eventually physical war. So with that being said, we got to prepare ourselves. And the best way to prepare ourselves for what's coming is to trust in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, which is a lesson that we're learning daily, through our different trials and tribulations. We are refining the art of trusting the Lord, and trusting the spirit. But with that being said, That's all I had, Lord. Witness to edifying unto your elect. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Grace and peace to you, elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Shalom. Stay up.